What's going on, YouTube? My name is FG3000, back in the place to be. And finally, the MMO Hopper has come to Dragon's Nest. If you're not familiar with the MMO Hopper, this is where I hop from MMO to MMO and just kind of give you my thoughts and impressions. This is basically a massive Let's Play series where I play all the MMOs in the land. Pretty straightforward. But let's start off with combat like I normally do. I'm playing the Screamer class here in Dragon's Nest. I am not going to make a joke on that. Let's kind of bob and weave. I'll suck them all in, bring them down. Cool thing about the Screamer class is that they use spirits from the underworld to do their bidding. So a lot of my abilities have to do with, like, you know, spirits coming from the ground below and like using their claws to attack my enemies. So very, very cool. Easy, easy. So let's grab this 5 copper and I'll kind of, oh, hold on. These lizard looters want to get sucked up here. So let me kind of round these up just as good as I possibly can. That's good enough. Suck them all in. DPS them down. Easy, easy. Alright, so let me kind of show you what my combat consists of so you can kind of get a better idea as we clear out this little dungeon here. My number 1 is this ranged attack here. My number 2 is this short dash and an uppercut. My number 3 are some claws from the underworld once again. Very, very awesome. My number 4 is this massive vacuum move, which sucks everybody in and claws them down. My number 5, I have this big dude that just pounds the ground. Very powerful move. My number 6, I have this AoE get away from me style move. And then on my number 7, I have this Death and Decay, Death Knight, World of Warcraft type of move where people take damage when they're in the middle of it. And that's it. Pretty straightforward. So let's go ahead and continue clearing out this dungeon, and I'll kind of give you my thoughts on Dragon's Nest and what I think about the game. So if you're not familiar with what Dragon's Nest is, this is one of those lobby-based dungeon grinders. And what I mean by lobby-based is that you go from a town and you teleport into all these dungeons. So your main town has all of your quests. You collect about 10, 15 quests in town. Right now I have 11 quests in my quest log to do. I'll go out into a little hub world and I'll teleport to all of these different locations, do quests, and then teleport out, rinse and repeat. Now, these games are actually really fun if you play them for what they are, and that's really just a mindless dungeon romp. And that's really all they are. Doesn't mean that the games aren't good. I actually really like this game, and I actually recommend you giving it a shot, to be honest with you. Alright. I don't know if there are moves that allow me to hit people on the ground a little bit easier, but I've noticed that when enemies are on the ground, I normally can't hit them with my normal moves. So I just cleared out this little area, and I'm going to jump into this portal and go to the next area of the dungeon. This I don't like. I wish they could make the dungeons a little bit more seamless where you don't have to go to portal, but it is what it is. The game is a little bit older, but so I won't knock it too hard for that, but that'd be something nice to see. It's just one big seamless dungeon. Alright. Easy peasy. Now, my mercenary does absolutely nothing. I have no idea what he's good for. He never really attacks. I mean, every now and then he gets a little bit of aggro, but for the most part, he's basically worthless. Alright, so these guys, I'm going to get hit. Get in the middle of them, suck them all up. Now this is so satisfying. So satisfying. Oh man, I just literally cleared out all of those guys in one move. Alright, we'll continue on. So the graphics are a little bit dated, and I can understand why some people won't even give this game the time of day. But trust me when I say, when you're actually in combat, you don't even notice the graphics anymore. Suck them all in, DPS them down. You don't really notice the graphics once you're actually in combat and playing the game. What you will notice is once you've stopped... Hold on, let me kill this Looter Master... Oh, I thought I said Looter Master Ghoul. Like, what kind of name is that? What you do notice when you're not in combat, yeah, the graphics are a little bit dated. The texture's a little bit old. Movement feels really slow. Like, I feel really floaty. I feel like I move so slow. But when I'm in combat, everything feels fast and fluid. It's really kind of hard to explain unless you play the game. Combat feels great. Movement doesn't really. Take care of you. Easy, easy. Grab this copper. Now, There are grades that you get at the end of these dungeon runs. If you've ever played one of these games, you'll do a dungeon, and at the very end, you'll get a grade like A, B, S, SS, that kind of thing. Now, this game, and I could be completely wrong, so if you're a veteran of Dragon's Nest, feel free to correct me. But this game is kind of designed to screw you over and not give you SS ranks if you don't have a cash shop pet. Now, what I mean is, hold on, let me just kill a bunch of enemies real quick. Oh, it doesn't look like there's going to be a bunch of enemies, but enemies typically drop like 1 copper a piece. Instead of dropping like 5 copper, they'll drop like 1 copper all over the place. And it's really hard to get S rank because the speed at which you complete the dungeon is impacted because you spend so much time looting. Now, if you buy a cash shot pet, those pets will loot for you, which will give you a lot better odds of getting SS rank at the very end of the dungeon. Like, I can get S all day, but it's really hard for me to get SS unless I skip all of the loot, or I buy a cash shop pet, which automatically loots for me. So I'm not that big of a fan of that. I'll kind of let it slide because really I just want an SS to make me feel good. It doesn't really impact what you get at the end of the dungeon that much, and I'll kind of show you why that is. All right, so I think I'm good. Do I need to go up here? I see some red enemies up here, and I don't like to leave anybody alive. Oh, yeah, I do need the teleporter. Am I gonna be able to jump down? Yes. All right, so let's use this teleporter. Let's go where it tells me to go, which is right where I want it to. Hit 4, suck them all in. Man, this game is so satisfying. Combat is so good. And all of the classes that I played with, I only played, all of the classes only to level 4. And they all felt really good. I had a really hard time picking the class that I wanted to stick with. And like I said, I eventually went with Kali that specializes into what they call a Screamer. Once again, not gonna make a joke on that. Let's go ahead and kill this Spitflower. Alright, this should open up the last little area, or, oh, an abandoned child. That's really depressing. Let's go pick this thing up. I gotta pick these things up one by one. I really don't need that tasty meat since I have full HP. We will skip through the quest dialogue for now. Alright, got everything we need. Let's move on to the next little area, which is over here. And this is the last boss. Not scared of you. We'll skip the cinematic. And gather up. I might even, like, really destroy this guy. Like, right now, I'm spamming all of my abilities. Everything's on cooldown, so let's get away. Let's kind of get away from him a little bit. Wait till our cooldowns come back. Hit him from range. Is he, like, immune from that? It looks like it. I can't hit him right now. Okay, so he was scripted to run away, so that's why I couldn't hit him. So let's operate this stone right here. Teleportation does not seem to be working. So, it's over here. Let's go over here, click this. That should turn on the teleporter. And let's see if we can hunt down this last boss that's trying to run away from us. Easy. So I am on master difficulty. So, I think the game is super easy, but I don't know how long that lasts. I'm level 29 right here. I have never died. I've had no problems whatsoever in any dungeon. I've never had to pop a healing potion. I've never gotten close to death, not a single time. And I'm not sure how long that lasts. I'd imagine games like this get really hard eventually, but uh-oh, someone's trying to freeze me here. All right, okay. All right, are you, like, continually freezing me? Let me out of this! You scumbag. All right. You gonna try to embarrass me after I said your game was easy, huh, buddy? Hi, Mr. Blue Scales. Can I suck him in? Oh, he's dead. That's it. GG. Easy, easy. I'll pick up my loot. Gracias. Alright, so at the very, very end of the dungeon, you will get a score. I took a while and kind of talked to you guys a little bit, so I probably am only going to get a D rating. I was talking to you guys, alright? Time is very important when it comes to running these dungeons and getting S ranks. So you got to go through them really, really quick. You got to do really big combos. And like I said, I normally, when I'm not recording and talking and taking my time, I normally get S ranks. Alright, so I can leave the dungeon and go to the closest field, which is what I will do. And I'll kind of show you how the game looks typically. So, here is the kind of the hub world right here. There's a main town, but this is kind of the hub where all of these portals take you to different dungeons. So, if I want to do another quest, I'll go over to this little portal over here. And it'll teleport me to another little section. Let's see, where is, right here, Black Mines. I'll click this, and this is kind of what lobby-based dungeon grinders look like. So I'll go to like this little area right here called the Black Mines. There's 4 quests that I can do here, and I can put it on master difficulty. So ignore this for the most part. It says party size of 4. I don't see why you would ever need a party size of 4 when it comes to one of these, because they're pretty straightforward. Now, this is actually a pretty cool little mine area, so we'll conclude the video here, but we'll play a little bit in here. So, definitely recommend playing Dragon's Nest. Really fun game if you play it for what it is, which is, like I said, a lobby-based dungeon grinder. The classes are all extremely fun. The things that I don't like about this game are the graphics are a little dated, even though I think combat makes up for it. And I also don't like the fact that, as far as armor is concerned, none of it so far has shown up on my character. Now, like I said, the longer you play the game, that'll probably change. But I've looked the same the entire time I played the game. All the armor that I've ever looted has looked exactly the same. All the weapons that I've ever looted have looked exactly the same. Now, I imagine that's to push you to the cash shop, because I haven't seen any loot to change what my character looks like. So those are the type of things that kind of, you know, if I have to knock the game for a couple of things, I'll knock it for being a little bit dated looking, and I'll knock it for not allowing you to have any loot that makes a difference on your character as far as visuals go. So that's a little unfortunate. And right now, my frames have dropped to like 29 frames. I'm like really chugging in this little area. Open this freaking thing! But I do like the way this place looks. Yeah, I'm chugging frames in here. Easy, easy. Now, like I said, this is master difficulty. These Kobold ninjas don't stand a chance. I basically one-shot almost everything, so not really sure where the recommended group size comes from. The bomb storage is opening. Let's go take a look at it. Oh, you little! You little! Alright, so let's use this. But the bombs are over here. Okay. I thought I was going to set it off right here. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. So can I... will allow me to... this... perhaps there's another way. Yeah, have something to detonate with. Can I, what do I do with these things? What do I do with them? Ah, I'm not about to get stuck right now, am I?
No way.
Exactly. No way. I think I just have to, like... I don't really know. Okay. Maybe I just don't need to go that way, and the bomb was a red herring. So let me grab my little 3 copper pieces. Yeah, movement just feels really slow at times. I wish I could just move a little bit faster. I have these little wings on my back that give me 10% movement speed, so I'm actually slower than this normally. So definitely keep that in mind. The game runs just really, really slow. I would, as far as making a new character... oh, there we go. I don't know if I would ever make alts in this game due to how slow the game kind of moves and how linear the paths are. It would make it really hard for me to justify playing another character. Dun, 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 dun. Even if I had like experience boosts and things like that, just the thought of having to run through all these little dungeons again on another character, no thank you. Alright. Oh, this is going to feel so good. Look at these guys. Yeah, you guys stay all grouped up. Stay grouped up over there. Easy. And that is Dragon's Nest, ladies and gentlemen. If that's the type of thing that you want to do in your MMO, dungeon grinder, lobby-based game... Hold on, let me stay away from those things. Let's do that. Can I blow them up from a distance? Can I blow them up from a distance? Yes, I can. Oh, yeah. Hey, Mr. Snowman. The snowmen are for a winter event, obviously. They drop little Christmas stars that you can use to buy things with. Alright. But that last little bit of combat, if that's something that you like, play Dragon's Nest. You'll absolutely love it. Check it out on Steam. Free to play game. I haven't had any reason to jump into the cash shop. I did take a look at it. They have some potions and they have some cosmetics, but there's nothing in the cash shop that I feel that you have to have, at least not at this level. You can definitely have fun at this game without the cash shop, at least around level 29 or so. And I think this probably continues on, at least until probably max level. Look at these nasty looking spiders. But that's it. That's it. I'm going to complete this dungeon, but I'm actually done reviewing the game and talking about it. I'm just going to play and have a good time. So if you guys want to hang out, feel free. If not, thank you for tuning in. Definitely check out Dragon's Nest. I had a blast with it. I do intend to keep the game installed on my computer. Yeah. Shout out to Blankets, the random guild that invited me. Alright, so let's continue on in this little dungeon here. These guys look actually pretty cool. Oh, you're sending out little rats with bombs? Oh, that is messed up, dude. Oh, I'm gonna get you back. My dog just hit my microphone, so if something happened, blame it on him. Alright. Let's see if I can get an S rank here. I'm kind of moving along at a pretty decent pace. So I might get S rank here. But it's pretty hard to get S rank, I think. Oh, you little. If you get hit by rats with bombs on them and stopping the loot, definitely going to keep you from getting S rank. SS rank, that is. Suck you all up. DPS you down. Back up to 60 frames per second, by the way. So wherever that frame drop was towards the beginning, mostly. Alright, let's move over here, grab this chest. Alright, Doug, quit hitting the mic. Quit hitting the mic, buddy. Alright, grab some of that food. It'll give me a temporary boost to my defense and whatnot. So, hold on, let me get the copper. See how much time I'm taking looting stuff? I need one of those pets. I might open the wallet and give them a couple bucks, depending on how much those pets are. Maybe. We'll see. Alright. Whoops. Okay. This is gonna be fun. Oh, this is... I get so excited when I see a ton of mobs. Mercenary, absolute worthlessness. Oh, the destruction! Oh man, the destruction is so good! Okay. These little badges are for increasing your faction with certain NPCs. So we'll definitely pick all those up. Thank you. You can go down the well in 1 second. You can now go down the well. Thank you. Okay. This is probably the last leader. We'll skip the cinematic. Oh! You captured that poor chick in the black evening gown. This guy has 3 life bars. He's already down pretty good. Let's suck him in. Oh, nice interrupt there. Oh, easy, easy. Easy. I don't know when this game gets hard, but it's not hard right now. Alright, collect my loot. And that's gonna do it. Once again, guys, my name is FG3000. This has been a look At Dragon's Nest, I am now level 30, A rank. You know what? I could have got S. I could have got S rank. I spent a bunch of time looking at bombs like a moron. Let's open up chest number 2. I just press number 2 all the time. I don't like try to guess and see which one it is. I just always press 2. Whatever chest number 2 is, that's the one I go for. King Cassus the Third. I don't know why you were here. I'm gonna skip that. Where's the chick in the blue evening gown? Need some help? There you go, you're welcome. And now I'm gonna exit the dungeon. Let's go back to the main town. And that's gonna do it. So from here, what I'll do, wait for the loading screen, of course. And that is going to do it for Dragon's Nest. I have to turn in all of the quests here. You see all these question marks? These are all the quest NPCs I need to go talk to, read their quests, get their next quest, etc., etc., etc. So I'll grab all those quests, I'll turn them all in, and then I'll go out to one of these little green doors and repeat the process all over again. So that is going to do it for Dragon's Nest. I do like this game. Like I said, the only things I don't really like is the graphics are a little dated. I don't really like going to dungeons and getting loot that don't show up on my character, so that kind of sucks. But the combat is really good. It's very fluid. All of the classes that I played so far seem super fun. So check it out. Free on Steam. My name is FG3000. That is the MMO Hopper. And I will see you next video. Later.